Other words, you don't.
Because after all, it's only your own concept of any word that gives you a realization of the meaning of that word. But if you're strictly your own concept of it.
To me, all these words mean the same thing. Love is acceptance, identification, understanding, communication, truth, God, you, me. It's all the same thing. And it will be to everyone if they'll look at it from the same point, from your very own center. If you look at it from your very own center, you'll see that it's all the same. Your very own center being your very own self with a capital S, the real you that you are, not this fake ego that we're trying to make a big thing of.
All our schooling, all education, everything cut it up to the pieces. And now we're trying to bring it all together.
That's why I've said education actually is a system of learned ignorance. It's a miseducation, as it is today. All the important things in life are never taught. No matter how many years you go to college, you don't get any courses on happiness, love, life, all these subjects that are so important that everyone is seeking. There's not a single course in any college in this country on it.
Everybody thinks it's not choice.
You don't have any properly qualified teachers. Or a game must be played.
Yeah, one that's pretty close.
It's an attitude of givingness. It's not an actual givingness of things. Now, giving things could be part of it, and giving things could be just the opposite of love. I can give you things because I want you to like me. That's not love on my part. That's trying to bolster my ego.
So you're seeking love.
However, the greatest givingness that can be given is to give understanding, to give wisdom. If a man asks me for a meal, and I give it to him, 5 hours later he needs it again. But if I get across to him the principle on how to produce a meal, he'll never go hungry again. So the greatest givingness is understanding, wisdom.
I was going to say before, when Paul was talking about the other person doing things which may seem to be against you to gain his end, but really he's merely attempting to gain love by doing this for someone in his field, and therefore if you understand that understanding, and you know he's doing this to gain love, or for love, that's seen through this misconception.
Yeah. Now that carry on through to the extreme, and you'll see that every person in his every act is seeking love.
All right, and if I know that, and it seems as though he's doing something against me, I know he's doing something for him, and therefore he can't be doing it against me. I know that.
And as long as you know it, you are correct. Nothing can be done against you.
Well, that's circular. If you're doing it for himself, that is for me. Right, Kenny?
Yeah. Micro to macro.
Micro to macro, that's right.
But if a person hesitates to give things, it's because he feels he doesn't have it all, and if he would be taking something from himself.
It's in the attitude, not in the actual giving or not
so
giving.
Many people who are true students actually get frightened when they speak of giving things, and I don't see the difference. If they are so capable mentally, certainly they have all the things they need to give.
Sometimes giving sustains the basic thought behind the condition bringing about the giving.
Wow.
Like you were mentioning about, heart fund thing. If I feel love for the heart disease, then I give to the heart fund, so to speak. If I would want to actually fight heart disease, I would see the imperfection in the thought, in the thing, and know.
Love is the answer to all problems. No matter what the problem is, if you will just apply love to the fullest extent possible and succeed, that problem will drop away immediately. Just don't get aggravated. Just know that everything is fine, everything's all right, and just feel love, and you'll see that problem resolve itself, no matter how difficult the problem it is. When there are problems, if we would love more, they would disappear. When the love is complete, the problem dissolves immediately. Love is communication. Communication and love go together. Communication is getting across an idea. I say, Frank, da-da-da-da-da. And you say, oh yeah, da-da-da-da-da. There's an idea from me to Frank and acknowledgement of it. That's communication. We both see eye to eye on the same thing. Now
this is very important. Stop right there for a minute. What did you just say? We both see eye to eye? All right, now let's forget about this eye. Right?
yeah. Well, that eye to eye meant, it's an expression. I didn't mean the physical eye.
Right. Okay, just so you feel what
Aye, aye.
See.
You can easily test this out in your own life, that if you increase communication with an individual, you increase the love between the two of you. Just practicing communication. Say something to them, have them acknowledge that they got it by repeating it, and go on that way. And the love between the two of you will keep going up and up. Increasing communication increases love. And the other way around, increasing love increases communication. You'll notice that the more you love, the more you're able to communicate with people. Can I ask something, Bob? It's a very interesting thing that can be tested very easily. Just increase communication, and you'll see love. Still with someone who's against you at the moment.
Because, you know why? Because, as Paul said before, if someone appears to be doing something that appears to be against you, there is a lack of communication between eye and eye. And if you open up that channel of communication, then you see eye to eye, and there is no longer anything that this man is doing that is foreign to you, because your awareness of him is raised to such a degree that there is perfect understanding between eye and eye. Isn't that right, Ken?
I didn't see whether Lester shook his head or not.
Another thing happens as love increases. Reality in the world increases also. The more we're capable of loving, the more we'll see things exactly the way they happen. Now, if you practice increasing your reality in the world, your love will go up too. Just in the same way that if you practice increasing communication, your love will go up. Or the converse. The more we love, the more we see things the way they are in the world. If we were all very loving people, every time there'd be an accident, we'd all see it alike. That's further up, Harry. If you have the love complete, there never would be an accident.
You wouldn't have conflict with that.
Here it is. Love is communing. Love is communication. Lending support, wanting for the other one, what the other one wants, that is love. The greatest help or giving one may give to another is to help the other to get the understanding of truth. In this way, one gives the other the formula for happiness. Love is the cohesive force of the universe. Love is attracting, integrating, and constructive, and so affects everything and anything that it is applied to. Parliaments cannot right the world, but enough individuals feeling love can. I think that's an interesting point for our present times. You cannot legislate a correct world. Parliaments will never straighten this world out. Only when the individuals, when the majority of people in this world have an attitude of love, will the world be a nice place to live in. Will it be harmonious? Almost all people mistake ego approval for love. Because it is not love, it is not satisfying. Consequently, one continuously needs and demands it. And this produces only frustration. Boy, the next one is a hard one. I'm going to just read it and skip over it. Love is not an emotion. Or maybe I shouldn't skip over it. When I say love is not an emotion, emotion is energy in motion. It's an intense, active, disturbing thing, an emotion is. The emotion of love is the most peaceful of feelings. And in that sense, I mean that love is not an emotion. People need each other and think it is love. There's no hanging on to or fencing in of the other one when one loves. Human love does not want to share its love with others, but rather wants its own personal satisfaction. Real love wants to share its love, and the more it is shared, the more joyous it is. There is no longing for in love. because longing is separation. Love being oneness, it does not allow separation. True love cannot be gotten through marriage. It must be there before marriage or developed during marriage. Love cannot be applied to one and not to another. It is impossible to love one and hate another. When we love one more than another, that one is doing something for us. That is human love. When one loves people because they are nice to him, that too is human love. True love is unconditional. In true love, one loves even those who oppose him. See, the next sentence is a real test of where we stand on the subject love. We should love everyone equally. This is a tremendous yardstick for checking yourself on growth. Equal-mindedness toward all beings, loving everyone equally, is actually the top state.